Doing my goal again, we want to give you tips, we want to give you tools. So we're going to do a weekly sciatica stretch, and this week we're going to start with the double knee to chest, and we're going to be doing these stretches on Wednesday. But again, my goal is to give you tools. My goal is to give you information. My goal is to give you valid information that is helpful. Doctors do not have to report their outcomes, so very often you do not know what's best. One of the things I've seen recently is satisfaction. They were satisfied with the treatment, but does that mean it was the best treatment? It doesn't always mean that they got the most improvement they could get. It just means that they were happy with the experience, and maybe they don't know that they could get better. So satisfied and outcomes are not the same. This is not my rant, but I just want everybody to be aware of that our goal really is to help you get the best possible outcome. Now, we have a 9-step process. We've talked a lot about education. We've talked a lot about the diagnosis and the treatment. One of the things we haven't talked about is a movement analysis. We have a 12-point movement analysis, but more importantly, from the analysis, we have movement patterns. And these movement patterns really are the stretches and the exercises that are specifically for you. Now today, we're going to talk about the double knee to chest. And the double knee to chest is important because, again, we'll talk a little bit about sciatica, and then we'll talk about why and who is best served by the double knee to chest, because it's not one size fits all. And a lot of the videos that I see on the internet are one size fits all. And trust me, it's not one size fits all. We had a study that was published, and in that study it validated that we are the best treatment for sciatica. And the one thing that we know and why we're the best is because it's not one size fits all. Okay, everybody's a little bit different. There are 5 different reasons you have sciatica. Sciatica is a pinching of the nerve as that nerve exits directly through the opening off of the spinal cord, pinching right in what we call the foramen. Herniated disc could be what's pinching the nerve right here. Okay, that's one of the reasons. Now there's 5. There's the bulging disc, the herniated disc, the degenerated disc, stenosis, and spondylolisthesis. And each one of these people requires something slightly different. A lot of the videos on the internet are for the herniated disc that causes the sciatica. And they have a very specific exercise. We call it the Sphinx Cobra. Okay? Sphinx Cobra is not good for everybody. And we're not talking about that today, but what we're going to talk about is the double knee to chest. And the double knee to chest, this is Amy. She is our doctor of physical therapy in the Orland Park Clinic, and she's demonstrating the double knee to chest. I'm gonna walk you through what she's doing, and then I'm gonna show you on the spine, and I'm gonna tell you about who it's good for and who it's not good for. But you lay on your back, you pull your knees to the chest, okay? Double knee to chest. You're pulling them both forward, and the whole idea is to stretch your spine in the back. And stretching your spine helps open up that space. And what you do is you lay down on your back, you pull your knees to your chest, and you pull it. And you pull your back. You don't pull real hard, but you pull it. And as you pull your knees, you're stretching the lower part of your back. You hold that for 20 seconds. It's a 20-second hold, and you do it 3 times. And when you hold it for 20 seconds, you want to count 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. This is her video, and her video actually will be in the link above and or in the description below, depending on where you're watching this video. But what we have, I got it. Nobody got hurt. That's the most important thing. All right, so we know that there are reasons that you have pinching of these nerves. Herniated disc, bulging disc, stenosis, spondylolisthesis. Piriformis syndrome is one of them, but it's probably the least common and the easiest one to treat. That's the one where you actually can lay on your back and do a stretch and it feels better. Where when you have a herniated disc, 60% of the time you need the stretch, which is the double knee to chest. So technically, she's laying on her back. Double knee to chest is where the spine does this. And what does that do? It opens up the space in the back. opens up this space right here where the nerve is. Stretches the back, opens the space. That's good if you have a problem. 60% of the herniated discs need the double kneaded chest. Degenerated disc benefits from it. Sometimes the bulging does, sometimes stenosis does. Okay? It's about 60% of the time. The other 40 need something else. It's not the same for everybody. But, again, this is not a diagnosis. I'm not diagnosing you, nor am I treating you. This is 100% educational. Okay, you need to know there are some really good stretches, but not everybody needs the same stretch. Okay, we talked about double kneaded chest. This is Amy. She's going to be in the link below, and we'll do another one. She does a lot of them. The goal is to heal the disc. One of the things that we do is we heal the disc. We've done a scientific research that validated that we get the job done. Okay, compared to all others, we're better. And we're not a little better, we're a lot better because we affect the disc. So you have to solve the problem in the disc, but you also have to make sure that the exercises meet your needs. Not everybody's the same. 60% of the time, double kneaded chest is great. 40% of the time, you need something else. We'll talk about what those are, but I don't know what your needs are. That's the key to this. The key to solving, the key to opening the lock of sciatica is making sure you're getting the proper exercises. So we're going to do this every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we're going to talk about stretches, and then Thursday, we're going to talk about exercises, and Friday, we're going to talk about foods, and we're going to continue to do the case studies during the day of our patients and give you education. The other day, we talked about the gentleman that had too many Advils, but also we have talked about cortisone, why it's only effective sometimes. So my goal, again, we want to solve the world's back problems, one spine at a time. And the best way to do that is through education. Our goal is to educate you. Our goal is to give you the tools you need.